Put a finger down if your partner and you moved across the country because he was relocated for work, but you still needed to find a job. And so this company reached out to you out of nowhere saying they had the perfect opportunity as a quality inspection associate. You'd work from home, part-time, make good money. It was perfect because you had nothing else bringing in money at the time. And so you took it. And what you would do is they'd send you packages that were addressed to someone else so that you could inspect them and make sure everything was okay with the product. Or they'd send you to UPS with a notary. You'd pick up the package, bring it home, and do the same thing. Inspect it, make sure it's all good, and then send it back out to the person that you thought ordered it. And then 2 weeks later, after doing this for a while, the police show up at your apartment, and they have guns in your face, a warrant to search your apartment, put you in handcuffs, and tell you that you're being arrested for grand theft and burglary. And it took you like 2 hours outside your apartment handcuffed to convince them that you had no idea what was going on, and turns out you were part of an organized crime scheme. Hey, some of you guys may have seen this video of me recently talking about this company I started working for that turned out to be this huge fraudulent online scam and almost caused me to get arrested. So if you haven't seen that, first of all, go watch it. Second of all, I figured I'd do a story time because a lot of people asked, and I want to talk about how I fell for this scam in the first place. This is exactly what the company said the job was and what the job offer letters looked like. This is the job description, and I've blurred out my name and the company's name for my personal safety reasons. This is the job offer letter and the payroll form. This is the information for the login that I had to their control panel that had all the information about the packages. I'll talk more about this in part 2. I don't know about you guys, but that looked all pretty legit to me, so otherwise I wouldn't have taken the job. Hindsight's 20/20. There are a lot of things that I could have seen as red flags in these, but I didn't, and here we are. Come back for part 2 about the police, how they got involved, and what happened when they got to my apartment. What's up, guys? This is the second part of the story time for what's happened to me with this whole online organized package scam thing that I've been involved with that almost got me arrested. So if you haven't seen the Put a Finger Down or the first story time, go check those out and then come back. For everyone who is all caught up and is ready for more, here we go. So I was going to start with the police and how they got involved and all that stuff, but in order to get that, you have to know what I was doing with the packages and what the packages were. So we're going to start there. First, the company was sending me little things like USBs and outdoor cleaning supplies and like leaf blowers and stuff, because I think they wanted me to get the rhythm of like getting the package to my house, inspecting it, and then sending it back out. This went pretty well. I'd open the package up, make sure everything was in there that was supposed to be in there from the packing slip, make sure nothing was damaged. I'd go fill out the online inspection form that was in the control panel, get a shipping label once that was done from my company, take it to FedEx, and then resend it out. Done. Once they knew that I was doing the job, the company then asked me to go to UPS and pick up packages on someone else's behalf. 60 seconds is so short, I'm posting part 3 now. Part 4, here we go. Welcome back, guys. It's finally time to talk about the police. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my other videos. I fell victim to an online scam and almost got arrested. So finally, someone reported that their package was stolen to the police. I don't blame him. He was supposed to get a laptop. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised no one else reported anything earlier. So the cops went to the UPS store where I took the package from. They got all my information, saw the video footage, knew exactly what I was wearing, the color of my backpack, the description of my car, everything. From that, they got my address, they came to my apartment complex, talked to my property management, got a full description of my front door, my building trim, everything. They got a warrant to search my apartment, a warrant to search my car, and a warrant for my arrest because they thought that I was just committing this crime by myself. They had no idea about all the other packages or that there was a company supposedly paying me to do this. By the way, I never got paid. So they came to my apartment. They put my boyfriend and me both in handcuffs and raided the entire place. I'll tell you how I got out of it next. Storytime part 3. I almost got arrested from an online scam. Just go catch up if you're behind. So I'm going to the UPS office on their behalf. They gave me an entire letter written on behalf of the person that I'm picking up the package for that was notarized. I also had a letter with me that was from the notary saying that they were official and they authorized the signature and blah, blah, blah. Again, guys, it felt really legit. And UPS didn't have a problem with it. I got the packages every single time. Then I bring them home and inspect them, the whole 9, and send them back out. The difference was these ones that I had to pick up were all laptops. Long story short, come to find out I was actually stealing these packages unknowingly. The letters in the notary were faked. I know it's obvious now, but I didn't know it then. But again, I had no idea anything was wrong, so I'm living my life, no big deal. But one of the guys whose laptop I stole reported it to the police. He went to UPS and said, "Hey, I'm here to pick up my package." They said, "This chick picked it up on your behalf." He said, "I didn't authorize this. This is not my signature." And he contacted the police. Now we can get into the police in part 4. Here we go, part 5. So we get outside, we're handcuffed. Like I said, they had guns in our faces. They had something to like bust the door down to, like one of those things you swing in case we didn't answer the door. They pulled me to one side of the building while my boyfriend went to the other. Mind you, my dogs are freaking out this entire time. They didn't even entertain the idea of believing me for over 2 hours. The main cop who was investigating the situation would come back out to me and accuse me of stuff and then go back inside and then go back to the car and then come back to me and was telling me that he believed that I was the one that forged the notary docs and all of it. He then started reading me my Miranda rights, and I flat out asked him if I was being arrested, and he said yes. This is where the grand theft and burglary comes in. It was grand theft because the laptop was over a certain dollar amount, and it was burglary because I apparently went to UPS with the intent to commit a crime. Literally, this was me. I was so shook, and at this point it started setting in like, I'm probably going to jail. This is where I advocated for myself as well as I could, and I pleaded with them to let me show them the computer. Stick with me, we're almost done. I'm losing light, guys. I'm trying to crank this out. Part 6, here we go. So they agreed to let me take them inside and show them my computer and the control panel and the emails and everything I got from this company. Mind you, they kept me cuffed the entire time. So I'm trying to tell the cop how to log into my control panel and my email and everything with my nose, hands behind my back pointing, like this. He gets in while another cop is on his phone checking Reddit and realizing that this is legit and actually a scam that I had no idea I was involved in. And eventually the lead investigator looks at all those other guys and he goes, oh shit, this is a lot bigger than we thought. And I'm like, yeah, you're telling me. So they realized that I was also a victim in this, finally uncuffed me, and provided me with the warrants that they obtained to search my apartment and arrest me. I stayed in contact, texting with the cop for a few days because I kept getting packages for the company, and they told me that I needed to continue working for them for another week before they'd let me quit. I didn't. I just kept taking the packages back to UPS or FedEx. Ask me questions below and I'll try to answer anything that I may have missed.